confirm there were 35 casualties in the tragic incident, of which 13 are our employees of Resorts World Manila, and 22 were our valued guests. The identities of 2 employees and 4 guests are still being validated as of this time. We are doing our very best to inform the families of the victims. We're extending all forms of assistance to the affected and next of kin. We are one in mourning with the families of those affected by this tragedy. This is also very, very difficult. A very difficult time for all of us here in Resorts World Manila. We consider our guests, our patrons, and our employees as our true family. My colleague, Ms. Georgina Alvarez, will read you a list of names of those casualties, both staff and guests who were affected by the events of this morning. Georgina.
The following are the guests: Kakam Catherine Cervantes, Piling Hong Lee, Pasita Guillermo Comquilla, Pomenciano Vargas Jr., Susan Abulencia, Lai Wei Chung, Jaime Gaboy Jr., Ariel Abrogar, Lai Yu Chi, Cliff Reynera, Rolando Peña Sison, Eluferio Reyes, Antonina Yuzon Alanigue, Sheila Malikse, Carmelita Tailo de la Cruz, Miel Oliveros, Pamela Silvestre, Elizabeth Gonzalez, and there are 4 still unidentified guests. For our employees, Hazel Yanko, Jala Ramos, Melvin Herrera, RV Gavino, BJ Pagsibigan, Rogie S. Uy, Jessica Alindogan, Meryl Gwen Ala, Leia Grace Mozo, Lodette Santos, Kay Noguera, and there are still 2 that are being identified. Steve will continue with the statement.
I would just like to add testimonies of responding members of the Resorts World Manila's security team confirm that we were able to shoot and wound the gunman that attacked Resorts World Manila in the early hours of June 2nd, 2017. Severe loss of blood from the gunshot wound significantly slowed down the assailant and resulted to his holding up in a room where he took his own life. We would like to extend our gratitude to our security team, particularly Mr. Bernard Cahias, Mr. June Kinol, who also sustained a gunshot wound. We also commend the Philippine National Police and the Bureau of Fire Protection for their courage and effort to contain the incident. Finally, we would like to take this opportunity to refute claims circulating online and there were two assailants involved in this incident. We reiterate that there was only one gunman involved in this senseless attack. On behalf of the victims, the families, and loved ones, we request everyone to refrain from spreading hurtful speculation and false information. Thank you.
Sir, let me just clarify. He was shot first before he shot himself and set himself on fire?
Correct.
He was shot by the security of the Resorts World Manila, not the policeman.
He was shot by Resorts World Manila Security Department.
Were you aware, sir, is there information the gunman was a previous guest here? Because there are reports that he was a high roller. He lost his gun.
That is just sheer speculation.
What is the motive? What have you established?
We are still investigating and trying to ascertain why somebody would be so senseless and have such a motive. That is still to be determined. Sorry?
How was he able to break in?
He approached our security point
Where is that, sir?
at the mall in Newport, which leads to the casino, with his firearm forward. He unloaded a number of shots. He was in military attire. The security guard who was at the door for X-ray screening tried to slow the assailant down, but was unfortunate could not do so.
So if that's the case, there's no proof of 113 million chips.
No, there is an investigation into an attempted robbery,
So there was an attempt, not successful.
not successful.
So those chips were not really found in his bag because according to some reports, those chips, 113 million worth of chips were found in his bag.
All of the gaming chips are in our possession.
Not in his bag. There are reports that he left his bag inside the CR. Can you confirm this?
I can't confirm he left his bag in the CR.
Sir, is it true that a security guard accidentally shot himself?
No security guard accidentally shot themselves, no.
So as far as the Resorts World is concerned, this is not a terror attack. This is
Just reinforce the man the attacker. Which floor did he enter?
Second floor of the mall.
Second floor of the mall, coming from the parking.
Correct.
So this is pure robbery.
Coming from the parking
There
deck.
was security at that entrance. He opened fire at them.
He fired shots into the air.
Fired shots into the air. And that was enough to intimidate the security officers
And patrons in that area,
and
yes.
patrons in the area. They were not armed.
Security guard.
No,
So they were not armed.
no. There was no shot directly at the security guard.
Sir, and then the security outside, they were not able to prevent him from entering the parking wing, sir. They were not able to prevent him from entering the parking wing. They were not able to detect fire.
The police is saying, sir, the police is saying there's another person of interest that they're looking into.
So sorry,
I don't know about that.
because we need to work, we need to work. Oh, yeah.
A very emotional Stephen Riley, the Chief Operating Officer of Resorts World Manila there, addressing the media, confirming 35 casualties, 13 of them employees and 22, he said, valued guests. He said they still have yet to identify 2 employees and 4 guests, but his colleague did read out the names of the casualties, at least those that they were able to identify. And while they were doing this, Mr. Riley's colleague did become very emotional. Also, Stephen Riley there saying that Resorts World Manila security personnel were able to shoot and wound the gunman, who then holed up in a room and took his own life. There were reports, even the police confirmed this, that the gunman burned himself or set himself afire. Riley saying, confirming that at least one of the Resorts World Manila security personnel who engaged the gunman in an exchange of gunfire was injured. Riley, the Resorts World Manila, saying they commend the PNP and the BFP for the courage in the effort to contain this incident. They're also refuting claims that there were two assailants. We're also getting word from JC Gotinga that the Southern Police District Director General Tomas Apolinario is about to speak. There is an update from their end. We hear that they have someone in custody. Let's listen in.
But unless we have some concrete evidence, he will remain as person of interest and not as a suspect.
Person of interest, he's already killed.
Yeah, through the other information like the ORCR of suspected vehicles, we can know the address. So siyempre pag may address yan, yung mga kasama niya sa bahay becomes a person of interest.
Yeah, but